Good, happy Tuesday afternoon. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's get started. First up, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker discussed the latest state's efforts to combat the coronavirus outbreak. Stay-at-home advisory extended to May 18th in Massachusetts. He is speaking right now. Let's listen into some.
As I've said many times before, we need to talk to each other and stay in touch so that none of us does anything that unwittingly puts the others in a bad space. Medical and infectious disease experts believe that the public's compliance with our closure of non-essential businesses, our ban on large gatherings, and our
Okay, and if you want to watch that, we will share a link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page after this broadcast. Out for Blood. Red Cross Blood Drive is Tuesday, April 28th. NH1 Media Center is teaming up with the Red Cross, and we are out for blood. You may not be thinking about donating, but blood is needed every day to help save lives, especially during these challenging times. Join NH1 Media Center today, April 28th, at the Burktesh Shrines Hall in Concord from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. And make your appointment today. There are no walk-ins available and only a limited number of slots left. COVID-19 in New Hampshire, what you need to know information. Let's take a look at that right now. There are 1,938 number of people in New Hampshire have tested positive for COVID-19. 100,843 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 60 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 246 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 56,649 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map of New Hampshire right here shows you where cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities of New Hampshire. In Waterville Valley, 1 to 4 cases of COVID-19. In this chart here, new cases each day in New Hampshire in the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases in the orange, new hospitalizations, and in the red are the deaths. Current cases. In the purple, total current COVID-19 cases, and in the orange, current hospitalizations. Cumulative totals. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalizations. In the red, deaths. In the blue, recovered. Age groups. Sex. And risk information. Race/ethnicity of cases. And percent of New Hampshire population. And again, your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, difficult breathing, and chills. How it spreads, and prevention tips. Be sure to stay with the Riley King Network for the latest of your COVID-19 information. And join us this afternoon at 1 p.m. for a special COVID-19 update information series. Laconia Motorcycle Week postponed to August. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Some work can't stop because our communities need you, which is why we're working to keep you working.
We do begin tonight with breaking news. Motorcycle Week has been postponed.
Tonight, the Laconia City Council voted to move the June event to August 22nd through the 30th because of the coronavirus outbreak.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Again, Laconia Motorcycle Week will be now on August 22nd to the 30th due to the coronavirus. Education officials to vote on graduation requirements for seniors. Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB Boston.
Say hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Antoinette, the State Board of Education is expected to meet and discuss and vote today on proposed changes to requirements that would allow seniors to graduate. As we have reported, the MCAS tests have been canceled for the spring due to the pandemic. The standardized tests determine whether seniors meet requirements to get a high school diploma in Massachusetts. Now, according to the Education Commissioner, the vast majority of seniors had already taken the tests and passed, earning what is called competency determination. But less than 5% of those seniors have not, and retests are not available. So today the commissioner is proposing new criteria for graduation to allow competency to be given through completion of a relevant high school course. And that requirement, the deadline for that would be extended into the summer. Now, if voted in by the board today, the commissioner says that these changes are only temporary. Live this morning in Newton, Sarah Conji, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Maine CDC announces 17 new coronavirus cases, no new deaths. 585 people have recovered from the virus, the CDC said. The Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention announced 17 new cases of coronavirus on Tuesday, bringing the state total to 1,400. The number of confirmed cases is likely an underrepresentation of the actual amount of cases in Maine, since not all individuals are being tested. No new deaths were announced. The Maine CDC said 585 people have recovered from the virus, an increase of 36 from Monday. Stocks erase gains in volatile trading as tech shares pressure the border market. Stocks gave back nearly all of their earlier gains on Tuesday as a decline in tech shares offset some of the enthusiasm around the prospect of the state's reopening the U.S. economy. The White House has unveiled a blueprint to expand coronavirus testing with goal of conducting 2 million tests per week by the end of May. Also, the government is also facing technical problems rolling out the second round of its Paycheck Protection Program for small businesses. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
This morning, President Trump has unveiled a blueprint to expand coronavirus testing with the goal of conducting 2 million tests per week by the end of May. A crucial part of the plan, allowing pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens to administer tests at hundreds of new sites. But the White House is leaving states in charge, saying when it comes to testing, the federal government should be the supplier of last resort.
Having pharmacies get involved in testing is a very big deal.
Critics say the plan doesn't offer ways to fix the supply chain or expand lab testing. And some governors say they still need help when it comes to testing. Vice President Mike Pence on Monday clarified a statement he made back in early March when he declared more than 4 million tests would be available by the end of that week. It took more than a month to reach that goal. He says he was talking about the number of tests distributed, not completed.
What lessons have you learned from the mistakes over the last month and a half or so?
John, I appreciate the question, but it represents a misunderstanding on your part and frankly, a lot of people in the public's part about the difference between having a test versus the ability to actually process the test.
In the meantime, the government facing problems rolling out the second round of the Paycheck Protection Program for small businesses. Website problems now being blamed on a glitch. At one point Monday, twice as many people were trying to use the system than during the first round of applications. And new outrage stemming from that first round of funding after word that the NBA's Los Angeles Lakers, a team worth more than $4 billion, was able to get a $4.6 million loan. The team now giving the money back.
In response to some of the problems reported, President Trump called out banks, saying it's their responsibility to do an accurate job dispensing the funds. He also said the demand for the program is proof it's a huge success. Kenneth and Mona, Inez, thank you for that report.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for watching this afternoon edition. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.